Dear students, today we will discuss what are the different methods for the movement of materials across cell membranes, or we can say that the transport of material from one side to another side or one compartment to another compartment. So there are different methods for the movement of materials inside living organisms. These are the passive transport or simple diffusion. Number 2, facilitated diffusion. Active transport. Number 4, secondary active transport. Number 5, exocytosis and endocytosis. And number 6, osmosis and osmotic pressure. So we will discuss one by one in detail. But first we will discuss how water will move inside living organism, or the movement of water from one compartment to another compartment. So the major process for the movement of water is osmosis, as water is a solvent. Mostly water is a solvent inside living organisms, so it will move by the process of osmosis. So we will discuss in detail what is osmosis. The process by which solvent passes from a solution of lower solute concentration to a solution of higher solute concentration through selectively permeable membrane, or we can say the semi-permeable membrane. So it is the movement of solvent from lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration. Okay. What is semi-permeable membrane? It is a membrane which is permeable for solvent but not for solute. For example, the natural semi-permeable membranes are cell membrane, egg membrane, peritoneum or urinary bladder, and the examples of some artificial membranes are cellophane and copper ferrocyanide precipitates. Osmosis differs from diffusion in the sense that in osmosis flow of particles occur in one direction only. So we should remember that what is the difference between osmosis and diffusion. So in osmosis the flow of particles occur in only one direction. What is osmolarity? Osmolarity is the number of solute particles in a solution, or we can say the number of particles an electrolyte dissociates into ions. So it is the osmole per liter. So osmole per liter is the osmolarity, whereas osmole per kilogram is the osmolality. Tonicity. Tonicity determines that how well a solute causes osmosis. If we compare two different examples of electrolytes, like sodium chloride, when dissociates into sodium ion and chloride ion, so it dissociates into 1 mole. If we have 1 mole of sodium chloride, so it will dissociate into 1 mole of sodium ion and 1 mole of chloride ion. So two different particles. If a calcium chloride dissociates into ions, it will make 1 mole of calcium ion and 2 mole of chloride ions. So three type of particles. So the osmolarity of sodium chloride is less than calcium chloride. So but if we consider that both have 1 mole and 1 mole, both have 1 mole, but still calcium chloride will have greater osmolarity. Why? Because of greater concentration of the particles, or greater osmolarity, due to three particles. So this three particle or dissociation into ions is also known as Van't Hoff factor. Osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is equal to the pressure applied to prevent the passage of solvent from a solution through membrane. So it is equal to the pressure applied to prevent osmosis. Okay, like here, if we consider three different tonic solutions like hypotonic solution, isotonic solution, and hypertonic solution, which gives us tonicity of the solution. Like here, if we consider that the solution is isotonic, it means the osmolarity of this solution and the solution inside the cell is same, or we can say the particles are same. The number of particles are same inside the cell and outside of the cell. The cell is present inside the isotonic solution, then the same concentration, and so the cell will remain normal. It means that the osmotic pressure inside and outside is same. In case of hypotonic solution, hypo means less. So the solution in which the cell is present is hypotonic. It means the number of solute or the number of particles in outside of the cell is less than inside. So if we consider here, the number of particles inside the cell are more than outside. So it means the solution is hypotonic, and then the solvent will move from outside of the cell to inside of the cell, and the water moves inside the cell, make it swell up and eventually burst. While in case of third category, which is hypertonic solution, hypertonic means greater tonicity. So it means that the solution in which the cell is present is greater in solute particles, and in this case water will move outside of the cell and eventually the cell will shrink. So these are the three different types of solution. And remember that 0.15 molar sodium chloride is isotonic with blood plasma. Okay.